How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Black Metal Rebellion. I'm your local non-binary Canadian metalhead and the host of this channel, Jesse Morgan, aka Slammerella. And today we have a collection update to do of the metal variety. So let's get into what we got this time around. First up, not going to earn any cult points for this, but the wife and I enjoy this band from time to time, and what I'm rambling about is 1,000 Foot Crutch with their fourth album, The Art of Breaking, from 2005. If you haven't heard of 1,000 Foot Crutch, they are a hard rock slash alternative metal and sometimes new metal band from right here in Canada, Peterborough, Ontario to be exact, and they started in 1997. They have about 8 other albums in total, 3 EPs, and they have an album under the title Oddball called Shutterbug. So if you really like this project, maybe check out their Shutterbug album as Oddball. So let's see here. This is the back, and apparently the girl in the front and the back here is in their song Moving On, I think? No, on the song Move. Nothing too special about the CD. It's pretty hard to see the tracks going around the outside, but mostly just silver and not really much to see on the inside. However, I did listen to this when I first got it and was kind of meh on it, but then today I threw it on while I was doing the outline for this episode, and I enjoy it a hell of a lot better now, and I actually kind of enjoy it more than their first album, That's What People Do. So yeah, maybe check out The Art of Breaking if you like 1,000 Foot Crutch and haven't really dug more into their older albums. Pretty decent effort from 2005, their fourth album, The Art of Breaking. Alright, moving on to something that you either love or you hate it based on the vocals, and that is Megadeth. Yes, I'm slowly but surely collecting all of Megadeth's albums again. This one is their 1994 effort, Euthanasia, 6th album, and it's got some pretty decent tracks on it. It's got Reckoning Day, Train of Consequences. I'm not a big fan of a Tout Le Monde, but you know, on the odd day I might not skip it. Family Tree is probably one of my favorite tracks on here. The Euthanasia self-titled track is alright itself, and then possibly Black Curtains or Victory. So yeah, pretty decent list on here. This is the inside of this version. There is probably a few different versions of this you can get. I have no idea if this is a remaster or anything. I feel like the remaster has a few bonus tracks and this one doesn't have that, so perhaps one of the original presses. And if for whatever reason you don't know who Megadeth are, let's just go over their stats. Thrash metal out of California, USA, started in 1983. They have 14 other albums and 2 EPs, one of which I really want to get, called Hidden Treasures. Excellent covers on there, as well as an original track called Angry Again, which was off of the last Action Hero movie. So cool. And a final note on Megadeth here is they have a 16th album coming out this September called The Sick, The Dying, and The Dead. Here's some art over here, maybe? So yeah, slowly getting some Megadeth back in my collection. Excellent classic thrash. Really enjoy this. Cryptic writings, Countdown to Extinction, etc. Though that was definitely my favorite era of Megadeth, because my first album by Megadeth was Countdown to Extinction. However, I really do like Killing Is My Business and So Far So Good So Wet. Peace Tells, but Who's Buying? But yeah, really cool to have this in there finally, again. Alright, moving on to something that possibly Nick from Motley Crue 87 would like? 81? Anyways, you know who I'm talking about. And if you're not subscribed already to their channel, shame on you. Just has the best taste in black metal and shows off the mintest black metal vinyl. So go check out Motley Crue. I'll have this link in the description box below. So anyways, what I'm talking about is Poison. Poison with their 1988 second album, Open Up and Say Ah. For whatever reason, I got a weird censored cover, or maybe this is just the CD version and the vinyl has the full thing. But yeah, this is some interesting hair metal, glam metal out of Pennsylvania, USA. They started in 1983 as well. Megadeth and Poison started in 1983, so that's kind of neat. And I don't know why I got on a Poison kick. I've got one of their shirts. Holy fuck. If I could remember the shirt. I don't know. It's like a yellowy cover one, and it's got like a sexual reference on it. Something about open legs, or I don't know. Either way, I got a shirt, and I recently rewatched The Dirt, so maybe that's why I've been getting into Poison lately again. So yeah, if you're into stuff like Motley Crue or Skullfist, I think. Are they another glam band, or am I thinking of something else? No, I think I'm thinking of a different band. Steel Panther, or you know, the first 4 Pantera albums, which in my opinion was probably the best ones. Cowboys from Hell, really good stuff, but I kind of like their hair metal days better. Anyways, happy to have a Poison album in my collection. Might eventually get their other stuff depending on what mood I'm in, or if it happens to appear at my local Deja Vu Discs used CD store. So yeah, not much to say other than that they have 6 other albums besides Open Up and Say Ah. Maybe check them out if you're having a particularly cheeky day and feel like listening to something other than blast beats and tremolos. Alright, let's move on to something that has really caught my attention the last year and a half, maybe almost 2 years. This band is so good and just not something that I would ever expect would catch my attention so fervently. This is Bloodywood with their debut album Rack Shack. Bloodywood are an amazing new metal slash folk metal slash deathcore band from New Delhi, India, that started in 2016, have stolen my metal heart, and I absolutely fell in love with them. Their viral single for the track Ari Ari was enough for me, and I had to hear more. They also have a really amusing slash actually pretty decent covers album called Anti-Pop Volume 1, and 2 EPs worth of material that I have respectively called Indian Street Metal here and Punjabi Metal EP here. If you're a subscriber to Bloodywood's Patreon and you pay the, I think, $8 or $7 tier, you have access to all their old tracks from the 2 EPs that I'm talking about that don't technically exist. That's just the way I've chosen to separate them on my phone and on my computer, just to differentiate the time period of the songs and the concept Punjabi EP that they were going to release at one point. Either way, I highly recommend checking out Rack Shack. That came out February 2022 this year. Amazing debut full length by this band. I also highly recommend you check out their documentary that kind of chronicles their beginnings and talks about how they got into the metal scene and their struggles, and just really cool behind the scenes thing that they have up on their channel called Raj Against the Machine Tour. It's so good. Definitely check it out. I watch it at least once a month ever since I discovered them. It's endearing, it's epic, it's a really fun dive into the inner workings of the band and how things work from their culture. Yeah, so needless to say, I have a deep love and respect for Bloodywood. Can't talk about them enough. Probably album of the year for me for sure. Expect a review in the future after the next band I'm going to talk about. This is something you need to follow and digest over and over again. Absolutely love Bloodywood, and it's a shame that their shirts are $30 plus shipping, because this poor bitch would definitely buy one otherwise. All right, moving on to last but not least in this collection update, and I hope you've stuck along, and if you have stuck along, maybe consider liking this video and subscribing, because I guarantee over half of the people watching my videos are not subscribed. I don't know why. If you come back to this channel on a regular basis and you like what you see, maybe consider subscribing, because it tells me that you enjoy my content and it inspires me to keep making more. Because trust me, sometimes I'm just like, if no one watches, then why do I care? But I'll tell you why I care. Because I get the opportunity to help bands be seen and heard and introduce people to possibly their new favorite band. This might be your new favorite band. This is Brand of Sacrifice. They are a deathcore / brutal death metal band out of Toronto, Ontario, here in Canada. This is their second album from 2021 called Lifeblood. Brand of Sacrifice started in 2017-ish. I wasn't quite sure when exactly they start, so if it's not 2017, let me know in the comments. If you're in Brand of Sacrifice and you have a little bit more information, please put it down in the comments. Leave any links you feel like, guys. And I will definitely have to look into your previous works, being, of course, the Intestis EP from 2018, which I feel like is your first release, or first official release. You guys did a self-release at first and then went to this label and then back to your own releasing again after that. But then you also released your first album, God Hand, in 2019. So yeah, thanks also to my friend James Forshawn, aka Corpse Plague from Humanectomy. Very cool that you got to see these guys live with Thy Art Is Murder. Definitely jealous that you got to go see that show. I need to go catch a show, even if it's a local one, sometime soon, now that the mandates and shit have fucked off, which is nice. Anyways, let's talk about this project a little bit more. Again, they're from Toronto, Ontario. These guys have a very, again, intense version of brutal death metal and deathcore. There's some like synthesizer stuff going on. There's some like wild vocals going on, not just breeze and gutturals and stuff, but like a few other types too going on. The guitaring and breakdowns are insane. The drumming is insane. Like, I expect a full proper review on this maybe next week, but yes, if you are into the brutal shit with 3 O's, definitely check out Brand of Sacrifice. If you go for walks and you have this blasting in your headphones, you're gonna feel like a BAMF. You're gonna feel like a badass motherfucker for sure. I wish a bitch would while I'm listening to this. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, that's it for this collection update. I'm gonna have another 5 CD collection update maybe next week as well, or the following week. I'm trying to put out a video at least once a week. I know I missed last week, but to be fair, the wife and I were getting into Minecraft's latest update, the 1.19 update, aka the wild update, or if you're cheeky, the mild update, because we didn't get a whole lot of stuff in it. We got the Warden, the Deep Dark Cities, and we got frogs and a mangrove swamp. So maybe 4 different things, really. Some people are really pissed off that they didn't include the fireflies. Whatever, it's a firefly. It's like 2 pixels. One of them glows. I don't care. Yeah, that's why we missed a video last week, but from here on in, hopefully we can keep doing at least 1 video a week on this channel. And that's it till next week. In the meantime, go check out Brand of Sacrifice and let me know what you think in the comment section of that band. Cool that we have such awesome, talented people here in Ontario, Canada. And for the love of God, check out Bloodywood. Even if you're not into nu metal, you will probably enjoy the elements that Bloodywood bring. They have this really cool drum called the doll drum that just really adds to the percussion side, and the melodic, just soulful notes that come out of the tin whistle or the tin flute that Karan plays. So good. And I dare you not to get emotional when listening to Jeevery. So yeah, I dare you not to get emotional, dear Jeevery. I can't listen to that song if I'm in any sort of mood that day, or otherwise waterworks. Don't know why. It's a very powerful song. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you stuck around this long, we'll see you next time. For glory, for the rebellion, Slammerella out.